Welcome everyone to our playoff edition semifinals.
Woo-woo.
We got Kamish over here and Boss. As you saw earlier, this guy did the power rankings, so I know they weren't as good as always, but he's learning.
Always have to say something.
Yeah. And as you can see, the candles in front of us, lit, represent the two teams that lost this week, number 5 and 6, Mr. Destroyer and the Admiral Cutters. In our ceremony, we'll be blowing them out, and the smoke will represent their fizzle in the playoffs. So it's feisty. They wanted to put a fight up, but guess what? As you see the smoke rises, these are not phoenixes. They will not rise from their ashes. They are done.
No, they're done. They're
completely.
done.
Worthless.
Their ashes mean they're done. So, okay. Well, let's get right on to it. Our first matchup this week features a little Cajun man who snuck into the playoffs and happened to take down Admiral Cutters. I believe he's missing parts of his eyebrow thanks to them sharp nipples, but he's making it through.
It was a close fight.
He came away in the end because Eddie Lacy just couldn't hang on to that football. But we will talk about his new matchup against Doom Nukem, Big Doom. So, this matchup is a feature of number 6, Cajun Crushers, who's 8-5, versus number 2, Doom, who is now 9-4. I'm going to talk about Cajun Crushers and his key players. So, his first key player, just like last week, would be Drew Brees, quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. But he's at Chicago this week, who is 31st against QBs. So that's a very tasty matchup for Drew Brees.
Very tasty.
He's averaging 22 points a game, which is a little bit less than last week because of his poor performance against Carolina.
Home game.
But surprisingly, the Saints are playing well on the road this year. And so this could potentially be a 30-point game for him. I think he's projected 28 or so, but this could be a really big game and a really key for Cajun Crushers.
He definitely needs it,
to take down Doom.
Yeah.
And his other key player is Mike Evans, wide receiver for Tampa Bay. They are at Carolina this week, but Carolina's only 23rd against wide receivers. So again, another good matchup for one of his big guys. Evans is averaging 12.3 points per game, but has come on in the latter half of the season. So he's been a real big play guy since then. He's scored TDs in 5 of the last 6 games, and he's Tampa Bay's big play threat. And he has been. He's a big guy down the field.
Yeah, you got him and VJ. I think everybody's usually doubling up on VJ, and
which
he's
is
open.
Which has left him wide open. Right. It doesn't help that he doesn't have a great quarterback, but he's getting it done.
Yeah. They throw him enough the ball, so regardless, even if they couple interceptions, they still throw him the ball 10, 15 times a game.
Right. Okay, well, let's talk about Doom. Who's he got?
Doom freaking players. First off, we got DeMarco Murray, running back. He's playing Philadelphia, which is the 21st versus the running backs. I mean, DeMarco Murray's been killing it. Averaging 100 and something rushing yards a game.
Yeah.
His average points per game is 19.3, which that's pretty good for a running back.
Yeah.
Carry Doom all year, and it will continue, hopefully. I mean, you never know. This next guy's got Calvin Johnson. I mean, he's injured all the time. We'll never know. He might play. Who knows? Receiver for Minnesota. They're 13th versus receivers. His average is 16.5 points per game. 20 plus points in the last 2 games. So I mean, when he's healthy, he's their guy.
Yeah.
But hopefully he's not. Well, we don't know.
Hopefully he's not. What are you saying, Ben?
And then he's got Tony Romo too on his team, but as you know, he's not an impact player because he always is just sucking it up.
Yeah. Well, and it's important to note that last time Dallas played Philadelphia whooped up on Romo. They held Murray in check.
He only had under 100 yards that game.
Something like that.
Yeah, with no touchdown.
No, he did score a touchdown. Yeah. But they held him in check. But it'll be interesting to see how they go on the road against this team. I think Dallas is undefeated on the road this year, so it'll be really nice to see. It's a Sunday night game. That'll be a very important game for this matchup.
It is. It's whoever wins at that game is made to win the division, I believe, too.
More than likely they will, yeah.
So both teams are going to have to play that game.
Dallas
and the Eagles.
It's a big matchup. As far as this matchup is concerned, as of right now on ESPN, the projection goes Cajun Crushers' way by I think 2 or 3 points, but that could change as the week goes on. What do we say about projections?
Like toilet paper.
That's right. So before we finish up with this matchup, Ben, who do you like in this game?
I gotta give it to your boy Doom. His team's been on fire right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't foresee Tony Romo putting up a negative performance like he did last time against the Eagles.
I agree. I don't see that either.
I mean, Calvin was hurt last time too. I think when he that week where he played them. So I don't know. I don't foresee Romo or Calvin having bad games.
Okay.
So
So you like
he's got it. I think Doom's got it. Even though
I'm going to oppose you. I like the Cajun Crushers only because I really think Doom's team peaked too early. He had a great performance last week on his bye, which, I mean, good for you. Like, I'm glad your players did well, but sometimes if you peak too early, not in the right time. So that's what I think happened. That's what I think is going to happen. As you can see below us, that's the rest of the league's picks. I believe it's a pretty even split, maybe a little favor to Cajun Crushers. But again, we'll see. So that matchup will go all the way until Monday night because of Drew Brees. So
yeah.
Cajun Crushers, don't fall too far behind because Monday night's going to be it right for you. Okay, we're going to change gears to the bigger matchup.
The next matchup.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
We got the number 4 Parcel Tongues versus the number 1 Blue Sox.
That's right.
The guy that was on a bye last week.
Mm-hmm.
His guys rested. You could tell by the whopping score he had. What, like 40-something points?
60. Listen, I called my players and I said, guys, you earned yourself a bye week. Go ahead and take it.
I just hope that they don't continue to be on the bye once this week starts.
I hope so too, man.
My team went off last week, so I don't. I mean,
see, but you peaked too early. You could have peaked too early too.
There's no peak.
My team, they hit the valley at the perfect moment.
My team is always ready to get.
Okay. So who won our first matchup between the two of us?
I gave you beat me, but it wasn't anything for me. Now is where it counts.
I know. It's important to point out.
Yeah.
But before we get into our matchup, one thing I did want to say, one last thing about the Cajun Crushers and Doom matchup. They played each other a few weeks ago. Doom won by 0.6. It was a very close match. So we'll see if Cajun Crushers can redeem himself. Now we'll get back to us.
Right.
Sorry.
Parcel Tongue, back to the Parcel Tongues.
Yeah, the Slytherins.
Impact players this week. Same one for AJ Green, receiver. He's playing Cleveland, 15 versus receivers.
Decent
Averaging 14.7 points per game. As you saw, it went up a lot this last week because he went for 200 and some yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Man had a game.
Yeah. Finally got his groove back. Andy Dalton didn't throw an interception, I don't think, at all. Or he might have had one, but that's anything more than one, I will take as a win. Because that means AJ Green is going to be on fire.
Yeah, that's true. And it's good that he's taking back his position as the number 1 receiver because for a while that other guy, Sanu, was there.
Yeah, well, that was also when he was hurt.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, but now that AJ's he's completely back. So that bodes well for you.
Yeah. All right. And then we got this other guy. Picked him off the waiver wire, too. He's new this week. We got C.J. Anderson, running back. Man, oh, man. He's playing San Diego 14th versus running back. Averages 19.5 points per game.
That's impressive.
As a guy that was third string running back.
Yeah.
And now this guy's got him. And the last 3 weeks, he's had 2 touchdowns.
Something like that.
Last week he had 3. Oh my God. It's going off. Muscle hamster, what is that all about?
Can we say, is he the new muscle hamster?
No, he's not the new muscle hamster.
Well, the original muscle hamster, who's it? Doug Martin, he's been nothing.
He's his own man. He is a man-child, and he will continue to get 20 to 25 touches a game. And that's, as you saw what he's done against the top couple running defenses the last couple weeks, he gets 100 plus and a touchdown too. So
I don't foresee that again this week against San Diego.
Yeah, because you didn't foresee it against last week, the best rush defense, 150
rushing yards. I wasn't worried about you last week.
Well,
Charlie foresaw it. He told you all week he was afraid of you.
You were afraid of him. That's why you wanted me to beat
I was very happy to that you beat Charlie, and I can take care of you.
Yeah. All right. That was it for the Parcel.
Here we go. Now for the Blue Sox key impact players. First off is my man Antonio Brown, number 1 receiver in the league right now. I want to say to all the haters, that was my 3rd pick. Anyways, he's a receiver for Pittsburgh. He's playing at Atlanta this week, who are 24th versus wide receivers.
Yeah, as you saw what Jordy Nelson did to him Monday night.
Good matchup. He's averaging 18.2 points per game. He's also their punt returner, and as you can see, you saw in the picture, he's putting his cleat in that dude's face.
He likes to stomp on people's faces.
So I'm feeling that that's what's going to happen this week. Maybe a cleat to the throat.
And guess what? If he tries to do a step on somebody, he's going to have an ankle problem. And he's going to be out for the rest of the game. Right. I don't foresee him getting more than 10 points this week.
Man, whoa. This man
I'm
has
just
not
saying.
scored less than that
I'm
ever.
just saying. Going to lock him up this week. Finally.
Anyways, and then my final impact player would be Demaryius Thomas, Peyton Manning's go-to receiver. They're at San Diego this week, so it'll be interesting to see which Denver player on our rosters gets more points, or if they break even, because you know Denver's a pretty balanced offense.
Especially now, the last 3 weeks they've been
running
just as much
it'll be
as
interesting to see,
yeah.
and you know Demaryius, he had an awful game last week, but again I told him to take a bye, so I think he did.
Yeah.
Hopefully he bounces back.
It's at San Diego.
At San Diego, 16 versus wide receivers.
See, that's what I'm
averaging 15.3 points per game. He's the guy. He's been the guy all year for them. You know.
And the tight end's out too, so that he might be back coming this week. I don't know. I know he was out last week, so that's definitely helpful for your receivers because they love when it gets in that red zone. They love throwing it to the other times, the tight end.
Yeah, and it's been good that he's been out. It's been really helping my guy out.
But I'm just gonna go on record right now saying my guy's gonna have a big game in this, just because the fact it's away, and the only way you win away games, good run and good defense, and that's all Denver's been all about these last couple weeks.
Well,
they're playing away.
That's fine. You know what? Your Denver player could have the bigger game, but my team will have the bigger game overall. That's fair. I'll give you that one.
Well, projections say that.
I think it's like a 8, 9.
I did a change this morning, but it was only you're like 110 and I'm like 1, or maybe you're 113 and I'm like 108 or 110.
It's not relatively close.
Yeah, it's not. There's no blowout for either one. It's both gonna be a close game, just like last week. I believe.
Yeah. Well, you ended up blowing out Charlie a little bit.
Well, it could have been more of a blowout than what it showed. Because Charlie's team did fight back at the end. He had Tom Brady was coming back at me. I was getting a little nervous, but I showed him who's boss.
Boss.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and just say that I think I'm gonna win this game.
I'm gonna win.
I know you think you're gonna win. As you can see, the rest of the league, most of them believe I will win. Just a few people think you will win.
Underdog, man. That's all it's at.
But I mean, you know, I've been at the top all year. It just would be nice to continue that trend.
It would be nice.
It would be nice. I can't say it. I'm not saying I'm going out there and playing. I'm not. Now I'm gonna give them all a call and give them a nice pep talk. I can tell you that. Have almost beat out this year.
Yeah.
So that's the key to my success. Everyone, take notes. But yeah. So was there anything else? I don't know if there was. I do know my producer said I can go ahead and say it. We will be on location at the Superdome next week. It'll be big production. We'll have some fans out there, maybe in the background, agreeing, disagreeing with us. Hopefully the weather holds up like it's been really nice, you know. So we're gonna go out with a bang as far as videos are concerned.
As far as production budget, whatever we had left over is going to that.
That's right. And all you guys who aren't in the playoffs anymore, keep playing. You don't have to pick up people on the waiver wire. That's okay. But keep playing. Keep setting your lineups. Enjoy the game.
Well, we do have to think that the playoffs for them does decipher who is in last place, and we haven't decided. I mean, we talked about getting a last place trophy.
That's true.
But I don't think we're going to do it this year. We talked about it for next year.
Right, it would be something to start next year.
Yeah, we're going to. So just remember, you will be the last. You still be last place, and you will be talked like really bad to for the rest.
Yeah.
So try not to be in last place because we're going to make something really awful coming soon forward.
You don't want to be in last place. I was in that last year, and I turned it around.
I had it one like.
Hopefully I can make the complete turnaround.
Year 1 or year 2, I had like 2 wins. It was bad. It was bad.
You did.
And guess what? I tried every week too. I tried to win every week. I never did not put a line.
You never quit in our league, or wrath will be felt.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, the waiver wire went up last night. Hopefully, you took care of business. I know Ben did. I saw this dude.
3 picks, baby.
Pretty sure he's. the only one.
Yeah, that's the only way. I had
set
3.
a waiver wire.
I figured I was gonna get my first one, but the other 2 never worked for me. I got
Who was your
all
first
3.
one?
First, I got Panthers defense.
Okay, that's the first. Okay.
Second, I picked up Murray, the running back for
Yeah, I saw
Oakland.
that.
He's gonna be good next week. And then I got Cameron Jordan, tight end, because Gates has been playing like shit. So I was like, maybe I need something else.
You might need him, yeah.
So I only got 1 quarterback now. Russell taking me to the ship. That's all I got.
Ride high with your horse.
I got to, man. He's been doing it for me.
Okay. Well, guys, that's all we have for you this week.
See you later, knuckleheads. Boss, I'm gonna kill you.